Ladies and gentlemen, as the curtains rise on the proceedings, may we request Dr. Dhruba Purkayastha, Director Climate Policy Initiative, to kindly present the welcome remarks and set the context for the day. Sir.
Good morning and welcome you all to this very timely and contextually relevant conclave on distributed renewable energy. And I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Power Foundation of India, led by Mr. Sahai's passion and interest in distributed renewable energy for putting this together. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for kind of bringing in focus to distributed renewable energy in India. I had the opportunity to be moderated by Mr. Sahai at the Clean Energy Ministerial, and I could see the vision and the passion towards distributed renewable energy, towards proliferating distributed renewable energy in India by Mr. Sahai. Just to start with and then say, we at Climate Policy Initiative India, a research advisory think tank, are privileged to have partnered with Power Foundation in this journey towards increasing and enhancing distributed renewable energy in India. And I believe there are a few important sessions which would get discussed, and I would not take that much time, but just want to leave you with a few thoughts and areas where we think we would draw some attention to distributed renewable energy, calling DRE in India. What is, just a few points, what is distributed renewable energy? It goes by very many names. There is rooftop solar, there is off-grid systems, there is mini grids. All of it at the core of the heart of this is producing clean energy closer to the point of consumption. And that's what a conceptual understanding of distributed renewable energy is. And in order to this mission, we need to probably discuss, debate, and which I hope will get done, is one, on saying distributed renewable energy is not just clean energy. It is a holistic approach towards encompassing many other SDG goals, which includes agricultural, farm incomes, livelihoods, production, non-farm income, health and education. It is really an approach and an instrument for sustainable, inclusive green growth in India. So that's the perspective which hopefully we'll be able to look at distributed renewable energy. And also in a mix of technologies, it is not only solar, there is compressed biogas, there is hydro, there is wind also possible, and various other sources of renewable which can get used in a distributed manner. And finally, I'll kind of draw an attention of this August audience, policymakers and regulators, to a fact that we have not really progressed adequately enough on distributed. As on today, we stand with a target which was 40 gigawatt, which has been now shifted to 2026 from 2022. And as we speak today, we are at 10 gigawatt installed capacity. If we put some more attention, I think this could go a long way in meeting both India's energy security and NDC goals. And just to quote, a potential for just rooftop solar in India done by a study of DRE, maybe 5-7 years ago, it puts it at 400 gigawatt. So I guess we could increase our ambition subsequently towards kind of focusing on distributed renewable energy. Without wasting much time, I would just like to add and think and probably prompt the audience to also think. India leads on the digital stack. All of you use UPI. There is a possibility, and almost that possibility is pretty much close, to have UEI, where you produce and sell energy as a consumer. It becomes a prosumer, and that's where the transformation can happen through distributed renewable energy in India towards, again I repeat, towards sustainable, inclusive, and green growth. Finally, and just to end this note, I think we need a transformative thinking and a transformative approach towards distributed renewable energy. And the components of this transformation, and which I believe would get discussed, are as follows. One, We need a transformation in our economic approach to distributed renewable energy in terms of letting the markets work, getting it regulated, or a sum of both, because there is private enterprise which wants to put up renewable energy. There is a policy enabling required. So the economic angle of distributed, there is a huge social angle of distributed energy, because there is green and there is growth, there is jobs. So green jobs has been a focus of the government, and that is where distributed renewable energy works to facilitate green jobs too. Then technological. Grids were designed 100 years ago, 50 years ago to accept centralized energy, and therefore technology has changed. Technology has changed to enable distributed energy being fed into the grids, and that's what the definition of distributed energy is, to be able to. So the technological systems need to absorb distributed renewable energy. And by the way, I've spent about 2 decades in this, starting with the Electricity Act in 2003, and I made my first presentation on solar when it was 19 rupees in 2007, and today we are dealing with solar at 2 to 3 rupees. So there is technology and scale which is possible to go down that curve, and this is the scale replicability, if not scalability, that is required in renewable energy. And finally, that is the technological transformation today, in terms of pump storage, in terms of batteries, in terms of putting compressed biogas, which creates a firm power out of renewable energy. And that's probably a way forward to go. Finally, and not the least, there is a need for a political will and a political thinking, and a change of political thinking required. And that change of political thinking, I would like to echo the words of our Honorable Prime Minister, who said yesterday in Bharat Text, that we need to change. Electricity has played a role in politics everywhere in the world, and it does play a role in India too. But if we echo the words of our Prime Minister, who put it as follows, we need to shift to governance of saturation and not politics of scarcity. We need to move towards gratification and empowerment, and not that of appeasement. We take these 2 words and put that into renewable energy. That brings me to an end of saying that if I'm permitted to speak in Hindi, I would say that what we call Viksit Navinikaran Urja की भूमिका बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। यह भारत की जो मार्ग है विकसित भारत की तरफ, वहाँ DRE, Distributed Renewable Energy की भूमिका is paramount and extremely important for us to lead this transformation. Thank you so much.